Beautiful people, today we are ranking the best midfielders in all of FC 25, and in the comment section, I'm ranking your midfield. Don't let me down. As per usual, we have broken rank 1 foot champs debatable in the pine, and I believe. I don't think that's a very good pun. Classic in the middies. Present day, I'd still have her rank 1. Links with everyone all over the place, pro club-esque goodness, maybe greatness. Julian Brandt, and I have this item, and I have not been able to play with him at any level of execution that I would have liked. He's going to the pine. This variation, if you recall, has got that finesse. I'm not sure if it's because of Team of the Year, but I almost feel as if EA has started reducing her Trailblazer item. Could be an early hot take that she's just good enough for the weekend presently. Baggio, ooh, smooth. The 94, we're finally starting to cook. Barella, I don't think I would use him right now. Even if you're building out a Serie A team, but he's put in a bunch for the clubs, for the organizations. He has longevity. It's just a matter of the new inclusions, the new updates. EA's just throwing around play styles and evos everywhere. Speaking of, Billing, 6'6" with incisive and bruiser and 10 plus play styles. Just ridiculous. Gotta put him into motion. This is how I feel. David Beckham, I love him on the actual pitch, not necessarily the biggest fan on the virtual pitch. I don't think he holds up. When you start getting into the prime and the premium players, whether it's an attacking mid or a center mid or a holding mid, I don't know if he's elite enough in any of those categories. Even out wide, I get it, the passing, the precision, the accuracy, bend it like Beckham. I understand. I'm just talking about the virtual pitch. We need something that we can truly abuse, take full advantage of, and I'm not sure that he has that offering. And I mean that respectfully. Moyes, if you want to put him into the midfield, you might overspend a little bit. There was a Chelsea tax included in the bill, or a little bit of some inflation, maybe a tariff. I don't know if it started to waddle back down, but as recording, I don't love the evaluation. Bruno G, many of you will use him for the weekend. He's Brazilian, Premier League, links are there, stats are there, but not the best playstyle packaging. He's a little bit clunky. He's not giving you skills or goal scoring, naturalization, doesn't have that Brazilian flair. He's not one of those. Foudy, clean. I like it. I love it. Easy on the eyes, American bias. That's right here. Crystal Dunn, if you want a discount content type of player, and she can play anywhere. A lot of utility stat lines. Just a matter if you're putting together a team full of ladies because you need that link. But I don't know why Crystal Dunn does not receive the respect she deserves. Del Piero, he's getting dated. I think it's more debatable, respectfully. Pateas, even with the throwback or the earlier version. And if you want to talk about the SBC, which I didn't include also in 91, Pateas has always shown up for your boy, yours truly. Bernardo Silva, insane footwork. He's got one of the best technicals you can purchase, you can buy into. I just think there's that good of players in this category, and the reality is for many of you, you won't know where to play them either. Buffon, the novelty has ran out. I'll be nice and put him into debatable. I was happy about the center mid item. I put him into motion. The reality, we had his new icon item for the goalkeepers, and then we got a little double down, and I'm just a Buffon fan. I put him on the pitch. Eze, ZZ on the eyes. There's easy Evo additions. This is a weird one with the evolutions. I don't know if I can get them into a guaranteed foot champs based on how strict I've been up to this point. And I just might have to take it down a notch, but give me a little time to work because we have the best of the best. Bruno Fernandes, never been my first choice. I just want that on the docket, on the record. I'd still give him foot champs. He has long ball pass, tiki-taka, precision won't be an issue, but he doesn't always go above expectation. He's just in line. Stevie G, I don't think you need him. Maybe we don't need the pine either. Let's just give this a little bit of time. Let me work. Diabolical, Dybala. And for most of you, between the upgrades, the dribbling, having finesse shot and technical, it's a combination for heavenly despair. The danger you will cause on the virtual pitch. You'd have been broken. I'm leaning more rank 1. I just don't crush souls. I'm not striking fear. And at this budget point, I can buy into most anyone. That's just me. Douglas Luiz, not enough. Going to the pine. Frankie. Especially you have the double down for the best of the two variations. I only included one. He's going to be our first player in broken. Mando. Effort premium. Deliveries supreme. Hype beast waiting outside. But Frankie, he skips the line. Jude Bellingham, you already know the ordeal. Team of the year has to be there. And this is what I'm talking about with separation. And I might even add another category at the end of the video. This can be that spoiler. And if you like it premium, as do I, everything in the office space, Elgato. Lights, camera, action. Link down below. KDB on a flashback. And I was fighting the broken. But the more that I've used and gone up against, that's the category. Gibbs White, I threw him into an Evo, which helped him out. But he's just ordinary, with all due respect. You can count on Camavinga. Going rank 1. Pateus, the second coming, the upgrade. Foot champs. Danny Olmo. I like the stats. I could read them off the page. We can talk about quick step or tiki-taka amongst many other play styles, but there's give and take, but debatable is what I believe the masses will agree with. Goretzka's not my favorite, but this is a better item from him. Take him into the weekend league. Bon Madi, filth. Absolute disgusting goodness. Kai Havertz, I'm bringing him all the way down to the pine. He's kind of worked his way down. There was a point that I had him in earlier videos, potentially foot champs, probably not rank 1, but debatable foot champs area. He's going pine. We've had too many upgrades, too many improvements. Gravenberch, I like a lot, but he needs more play styles. But the stats are real, they're official. The body type is good, takes up space, gives you a little more of a presence. No issues for the weekend. No complaints. Haji, I wanted this relationship to work with the Romanian. We've always had rapport. Ruud Gullit, could this be the first year he doesn't go broken? I don't think so. If you've played FIFA or FC for multiple years, Ruud Gullit has always been the midfielder that conquers all. And I don't think he's on that same conquistador, discovery, risk factor, take over the world, pirate material this season in particular. Guendouzi, even at an 87, I still trust him for the weekend. Call it how I see it. Hamsik, like him, love him, respect him, big upgrade. It's fair to say he was a hero that we didn't expect to make such an impact. Kaká, maybe I'm too big of a fanboy. I don't want him out of foot champs. Diego Maradona, what up? Has to be broken. Filth. Most of us will have the Diego dreams or that storytelling item. We could toss a couple on screen. There are many different Evo instances that you could make happen. I'd have that free Evo mixology item also in broken, just not as good as the 96. Goody! I know a lot of you loved them. You were hoping for an upgrade. I'm okay with foot champs, and that could be a hot take, and I'll live with it. 90 overall Lampard. I can take him into the weekend. Keane. I can't do anything with them. And I wish that EA would just help the man out. Conte, like him, plenty good for the weekend. Miyama, I've been harsh on her previously. I've came full circle. Lothar the Madhouse would normally be broken, but because of the importance of roles and play styles, and EA's just giving them out, they're re-upping everywhere. Maybe if we start adjusting some tiers, we could still get them up there. But amongst this group, I'm feeling a little more rank 1-y. Makaleli won't let you down. Very Conte-esque type role. Not going to score your goals. Not giving you razzle-dazzle. Route 1. But he is damn good at it. Kimmich with long ball and anticipate. I hated the price of this SBC. Can we just be honest? He was far too expensive, but he is good. Lindsay Horan. And if you have never watched her play in real life, what a talent. Spectacular on the ball. Real specimen. That said, I don't know if I'd get her into the weekend on the virtual side. Mano! I have this item. I evoed the item, which helped, but he's not really doing the business at the higher level. Debatable. Mason Mount, don't need him. Debatable. Litmanen, I want him for the weekend. This had upgrades. Item had movements. Track record, not good. And for most, still going to be debatable. Matuidi gone cracked, gone crazy in the midfield. If you packed him, congratulations. João Pedro is also a talent. No denying the stats have been statting. Everything is buffering. It's been loading up. We're compounding. And this is the problem with some of the previous promos. They're just getting dated simply because the new upgrades are ridiculous. Mascherano, I don't know how you can use them. To the pine. Respectfully. McAllister, I like him, but I'm not a Liverpool supporter, and I don't love him. He's going to rank 1. You might disagree. That's okay. Modric, and we just put out a video on our football channel, The Fine Wine Footballer. Highly encouraged. I'll link that down below. Unfortunately, this item goes to the pine. I'm putting him in this video because I want EA to give an upgrade. Marta, same situation. One of the greatest women players ever. Not even debatable, and that doesn't even feel subjective, but we need upgrades. I need you to bring it back. flashback it up, give her the pace back, let her cook. Musiala I can still use for the weekend. I don't know if that's a hot take, but the R1 dribbling is dumb nice. Patry, I got a lot of confidence. Surprisingly, it's still there for me. Highly recommended, even if you can't complete it now. Nedved, I'm a fan. There's more questions than answers. Oscar to the Pine, unfortunately. But I was happy to see his face. That Brazilian, I remember those times at Chelsea, goal scoring here and there. The youngster that we were all talking about, and then he left us. This Pirlo would recommend the SBC. As we're recording, still available. Dead ball, long ball, put him on your set pieces. He is the ideal candidate for that deep-lying playmaker role. Reinders is getting pushed out. I'll be nice and we'll go debatable. Firmino with the veneers, not light. Teeth are white. Declan Rice moved down to debatable. His positioning as a stopper, center mid or holding mid, whatever this sign is. That's what I'm giving him. Tchouaméni, love to see it. Whether you play him as a center mid or a center back, elite and elite. Prime time, we're going broken. Zinedine Zidane, we all have this item, or I'd like to think that we do. I hope that you have him. He has been brilliant. Riquelme, I've tried to make it work. It's not working. My apologies. I don't like putting him in the pine. Someone that I loved watching. Walshy has stats. 5'5", but she's part of this new wave. And I'm telling you, they're coming in overpowered. They're coming in with certain strengths. Instant bennies. Odegaard. Arsenal fans will rejoice. I hope that the FC League, Fantasy League, has been going okay for you, because it needs to be if you're unlocking this Odegaard. Foot champs. Schweinsteiger not in love with the SBC, but there's something there. Incisive pass, ping pass, plenty of play styles. He's got that brute, wide, large, and in charge type of center mid or holding midfielder. Sawa, highly recommended. She's going to rank 1. This item might not be as good as last year's iteration in terms of making the difference, but she's still never in question, never any bit of doubt. She's there, always. Paul Scholes, you can't do it. Sorry. The man's a legend. Big game player. Made it look easy. Virtual pitch, we're struggling. Xavi, take me to the weekend. Tonali, still run up and down for you. We're going to the debatable, but some of you might have him in foot champs. Vitinha's gonna just narrowly get into foot champs. Passing is there. That's something I can stand behind. Zico, only to broken. And we're gonna need some more categories. It's been decided. Here's the update. We have a top 10 and an extra broken. I don't know if I'm moving everyone just yet, but there will be a lot of shifting happening. To make this easy, we might as well pull up the team of the years because they're just clear. Vieira, what an SBC. I'm putting him into broken. He might even be a little bit better. The way that he takes up space and just swarms you, makes you uncomfortable. You can't break him down. We have seen so much 4-2-1-3, and Vieira is often centerpiece of the holding mid. You don't get by him. Rolfo, she's been good to me. Get her into foot champs. James Rodriguez, a little more debatable. Xabi Alonso, no doubt, good enough for the weekend league. Yaya is someone you do not want to run into. Because we haven't started this full-on swap up and review, I'll put him in rank 1 for now. I think he's going to end up in broken. Roard, don't need the original Rodri or the first upgrade. Can go to the weekend. The Zay Roberto item. Wow. The stats on this guy. He can do everything. Just to be fair, he's going broken, but I made it clear. We're going to adjust. Dominic Suboslai. Take him to the weekend. Rodri, staying consistent. Team of the year has to be in the top 10. Tell me I'm wrong. I'll listen to any counter case. Williams, crazy pro clubs movement. I wouldn't be mad if you go higher or lower, but I'm putting her into foot champs. Verts, the youngster, into the weekend, and then Valverde to close us off. For now, we'll go rank 1, which perfectly segments into the review. And we're going to focus up top, shall we? There's no denying that the likes of Frankie and Kevin De Bruyne, they're going up. Maradona's going to go up to the top 10. Most of our broken list has to move. Yaya with a nudge. Valverde with a nudge. McAllister now can go up. We won't hold Dybala back. Do we give it to Lothar? Does he get enough of the icon bonus? If anything, I think I'm leaning Sawa. I'm telling you, Lothar's not going to trend up. Is he good enough to be in broken right this instant as I'm filming? Perhaps. But every day, you start losing more and more of that status, with him in particular. Tchouaméni with Anticipate is a lockdown. Zinedine is controlling everyone's attack. This Vieira is so annoying to go up against. And I would take Vieira over Yaya Toure. Not sure if that's a hot take or not. but that's kind of where I'm at. In theory, players on this list should be at least good enough for the weekend. I'm trying to adjust. Surely there's something here in Foot Champs. Pirlo has been performing for me to the degree that I'm giving him rank 1. I get busy with Baggio. That's just facts. Schweini might be the final nudge. I'm looking at Conte. I still don't enjoy that matchup when I go up against him. I don't know if that's just through many, many years, but either way, it's something that's real. I think Zé Roberto has to move up, at least to some degree. I don't know that Ruud Gullit gets the same category. This elite category up top, they got enough. They do enough. I would prefer those options. I'm taking it from a top 10 to a top 5, which just feels more fitting. There's separation here. I'll hear any counters in the comment section, but overall, I'm feeling good with what we put together. We've been stern, we've been strict, we've been consistent, we've been subjective, and I was gonna say objective, but not really. Let me know in the comment section. I'm rating your midfield, and we'll have a lot more content coming out ASAP.